This is so obviously egregious that you almost can't go there. This is an inequality so baked into our society that you can't quite imagine anything ever being different. Do you see what I mean? It's as if you're being presented with something so utterly hideous. Institutions that we support by paying tax and making donations. The king and his son are milking on an annual basis in return for an ancient privilege stolen during medieval times. I think this is one of the grimmest things I've ever read about my country. In the context of no laws being broken, something that's happening in plain sight all of the time, I can't quite believe that I'm reading about these sums of money being trousered for essentially just owning stuff. They are absolutely taking the mickey. This is completely indefensible.
Despite their initial promise of transformational leadership, Prince William and Catherine Middleton have instead presided over a stunning regression of the British royal family's public perception. Their carefully curated image of modernity crumbled spectacularly, revealing a deeply conservative core that rejected genuine progress and inclusivity. By systematically marginalizing Prince Harry and Meghan Markle, arguably the most dynamic and globally resonant members of the royal generation, William and Kate demonstrated a stubborn commitment to antiquated institutional racism and hierarchical privilege. Their actions effectively transformed the monarchy from a potentially adaptive, evolving institution into a stagnant symbol of generational disconnect, pushing away younger, more diverse audiences who might have represented the crown's future relevance. The couple's strategic maneuvers, marked by calculated PR campaigns and silent complicity in familial fractures, exposed the royal establishment's fundamental inability to genuinely embrace change, leaving the monarchy looking increasingly anachronistic in a rapidly transforming social landscape. The royal promise of renewal. William and Kate's unmet potential. When Prince William and Catherine emerged as the new generation of British royalty, there was widespread anticipation that they would transform the monarchy's rigid, outdated image into a more contemporary, inclusive institution. The public hoped they would leverage their youthful energy and apparent modern sensibilities to reconnect the royal family with a changing Britain, bridging traditional protocols with progressive values. Their initial public persona suggested a potential renaissance, a monarchy that could relate to younger generations, embrace social diversity, and demonstrate genuine empathy beyond ceremonial gestures. However, the reality unfolded differently, as their leadership appeared more conservative than transformative, ultimately failing to deliver the sweeping modernization that many had optimistically projected. The royal family's spectacular implosion, betrayal, and decay at the crown's core. The Windsor dynasty, once a beacon of stability and national pride, devolved into a spectacular theatre of dysfunction, with William and Kate Middleton emerging as unexpected architects of the monarchy's most profound self-destruction. Instead of modernizing the institution as anticipated, they engineered a brutal internal collapse, transforming the royal family into a toxic ecosystem of petty rivalries and calculated marginalization. Their calculated treatment of Prince Harry and Meghan Markle, pushing out the most progressive, globally connected members of the royal lineage, revealed a stunning commitment to preserving an archaic, xenophobic model of royal engagement. What should have been an opportunity for generational renewal became a masterclass in institutional self-sabotage, with the Cambridge's cold, calculated maneuvering exposing the deep rot within the royal structure and alienating a global audience hungry for authentic, compassionate leadership. The Royal Rift: How the Monarchy Lost Its Most Promising Potential. The departure of Prince Harry and Meghan Markle represents a catastrophic miscalculation by the British royal family, a self-inflicted wound that stripped the institution of its most dynamic and forward-thinking members. While William and Kate were supposedly positioned to modernize the monarchy, they instead presided over a toxic environment that drove out Harry and Meghan, two individuals who could have been transformative assets, bridging traditional royal protocols with contemporary global perspectives. Their potential to reinvigorate the monarchy's relevance was squandered through a combination of institutional resistance, unaddressed racial undertones, and an archaic resistance to change, effectively demonstrating how a centuries-old institution can sabotage its own potential for renewal by clinging to outdated, exclusionary paradigms. The royal facade monarchy's descent into irrelevance. The British monarchy stands as a calcified monument to obsolescence, stubbornly clinging to antiquated structures that resist meaningful evolution. Despite the initial promise of William and Kate, young, ostensibly modern royals, they have instead reinforced the institution's most regressive impulses, transforming what could have been a progressive platform into a stagnant tableau of aristocratic insularity. Their treatment of Prince Harry and Meghan Markle epitomizes this retrograde tendency, where traditional power dynamics and